Welcome to Goodrich Castle, just outside of Ross and Wye. It takes its name from an English landowner, Goodrich, who built the first castle here in the late 11th century. Its fine Norman keep was added a generation later, when William de Valence, a French nobleman, rebuilt the castle in the late 13th century. He created one of the most up-to-date castles of his day. Its impressive defences enclosed residential buildings of great complexity and sophistication. But unfortunately, much of the castle was destroyed by a cannon in 1646, known as Roaring Meg, when the parliamentarians besieged it during the Civil War. Its royalist garrison surrendered after a 2-month siege. Roaring Meg, the only surviving mortar from the Civil War, is now on display in the castle courtyard. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the overgrown ruins became a magnet for visitors, attracted by the Wye Valley's historic monuments and untamed scenery. The castle was home to the Earls of Shrewsbury during the 15th century. However, it became unoccupied by the 16th century. Although long neglected, Goodrich Castle withstood the siege of 1646. And during the siege is where our ghost story takes place, of a lady called Alice Birch, who was the niece of a parliamentarian officer who took refuge in the castle with her royalist lover Charles Clifford. When it became apparent that the fortress would not be able to withstand the bombardment for much longer, Clifford and his young lover mounted his horse and, under the cover of darkness, spurred the beast out of the castle and managed to break through the Roundhead ranks. Unfortunately, when they arrived at the muddy banks of the River Wye, they didn't realise that heavy rains had swollen the waters. As they attempted to cross the raging torrent, their horse lost its footing, and they were unfortunately swept away to their deaths. Such was the trauma of their desperate bid for freedom that the bedraggled earthbound wraiths have been seen on stormy nights, urging a phantom horse into the wild waters of the River Wye. On other occasions, passers-by late at night have seen their poignant spectres staring sadly from their ruined and rampant parts. Have you ever experienced or felt anything here? Okay, let me know. Bye!